Welcome my Sagittarius viewers. How are you doing today? My name is Steven. I've been reading tarot for about 20 years. This is a new channel for me, so give me some love and like and subscribe. Sagittarius, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, it'll be applicable to you. Let me split up into two parts. Finance and career first, and then love and relationship second. So if one or the other doesn't resonate with you, or if you came here for one or the other, just do that part. So let's start with finance and career. Universe, what do we have for my Sagittarian friends in finance and career? Spirit, finance and career for Sagittarius. Spirit, finance and career for Sagittarius. Let's go. And we have the Fool as the overriding energy of the reading, and that's a good card because that's like a new journey, you know? And the Fool is definitely looking over our little spread here. So the way I do readings, Sagittarius, I start kind of past, present, some hidden stuff which you might not be aware of, some advice, and the potential outcome. Don't be afraid of the Death card. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, so finance and career. Finance and career. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like you've been experiencing some issues possibly at work or around your finances, like people are stealing your light, or maybe physically stealing your money, you know, or maybe you feel you're being ripped off in some way or the other. And it's upheld by this King of Cups, which is really like a father figure. So I think what's happening here, even though you think you might being ripped off or whatever, you've kind of been accepting it as part of the risk of whatever you're doing, whether it be the risk of working where you are, maybe you just know people are like that, or the risk of what you might be doing with your money if you like trading or, you know, investing and stocks go up and down. And you might just feel that, well, that's just part of life and part of the risk. Because right now I see you, Sagittarius, as being in your element, you know. You know, you're in the limelight. The Queen of Batons, or the Queen of Wands, for me is like the celebrity card of the pack. You know, she's the loud mouth with the big ego, and the sun is like having the spotlight shone on you, and that's where you are right now. So even though you feel there's kind of some rip-off stuff going, it's part of you might feel, well, that's just part of, you know, the environment that you operate in. It's a necessary risk and a necessary loss, if you like. Hidden energies. Okay, so we've got Four of Coins, we've got the Empress, and the Empress is important because it's I consider her like the mother of the deck. You know, she always comes up when Spirit wants you to know what your mother would think. You know, and your mother would think you might be a little selfish right now, Sagittarius. You know, and depends on the industry you're in. Maybe selfish is what you need to be, but certainly your mother and possibly your close friends, or maybe even your work colleagues, think you're a little selfish and self-centered. You know, selfish is not a bad thing. Self-centered, meh, not such a good thing. Some advice for you, Sagittarius, on your money and finance is put some money aside. Okay, build yourself a base for the future. If you're making a lot of money right now, don't spend it all. You know, put some aside for your your retirement, or that rainy day, or if you're a contractor for when you might not have work for a couple of months, but definitely put something aside. You don't want to be in a situation where you feel trapped and you have to take unnecessary risks. Okay, so do that for me, do that for universe, do it for yourself. Put some money aside. Are you listening? Don't be a fool. It might represent a journey, but I think the universe is saying, don't be a fool. Don't spend all your money. Put some money aside. Save for that rainy day. It'll be important in the future. And the reason I think it's going to be important in the future, because we have the death card here, and the death card is transformation, and not necessarily death. It's a death of a situation. I think what the message coming through is here is that this can't last forever. Okay, that's why the advice is putting some money aside. And the Seven of Coins says exactly the same thing. Have some money aside so you don't sit and have to scratch around and find money that you don't have, get yourself into debt and that kind of thing. So I think this reading about money and finance at the moment is basically a warning to Sagittarius, in that if you're really, really riding high right now, when the wave is up, the cycle might turn a little bit, and just be prepared. And if you prepare for it, you can weather any damn storm, because there's enough to put in savings at the moment. I hope that makes sense. Let's do your love and relationships. Spirit, Sagittarius, some advice for Sagittarius on love and relationships. Some advice for Sagittarius on love and relationships, Spirit. Some advice on love and relationships with Spirit. Or Sagittarius, Spirit. You know what I mean. Been with me a long time. Oh, there's one there. And it's that Seven of Coins again. Love and relationships, Sagittarius. Right, let's do this. Love and relationships. Seven of Swords, which is your overall energy. And the Seven of Swords on its own, or whether it's an energy card and it's taken in isolation, is you feeling that you've been planting seeds and working at this and getting a little impatient because you're not seeing results. So let's just keep that in mind, because also this card is looking over the deck, and maybe the results are coming. Let's see where it takes us. Yeah, I think where you're coming from, I think you feel that you've made enough money now to deserve a better relationship, Sagittarius. And you're ready for this thing. This is like, come on, man, I've got enough, let's get things going. And at the moment you may even be fantasizing about a certain person, or what you think a relationship means to you, and you have these fantasies, and you're almost begging for the universe to make this fantasy happen. You've had it in your mind, you've had a lot of other stuff on your mind, and now your mind is on a relationship. What's going on in the background, what you might not be aware of, is Ten of Wands and the and the Judgment card. And What that's saying to me is, Sagittarius, you may be carrying a little bit of baggage that you're not aware of. Perhaps have a look at, what your past relationships did for you, to you, were they good, were they bad. Kind of analyze what works, what doesn't work. Yeah, maybe I'll come back to that. I'll have a look at this judgment card separately just now. The advice for you, Sagittarius, is you need to be the one to shoot your shot. Okay, you're gonna have to be the one to take control. If you're expecting someone to come running to you, you're misguided. Okay, you need to be the one that makes the first move. So if there's somebody you've got your eye on, or type of person that you have your eye on, you need to go out there and do the work and take control. And please don't stress and have sleepless nights if you get rejected in the beginning. Okay, don't do it. It's not good for you. All right, because if you rush into this, and it's pretty clear, if you rush into this and you go begging for something that you're not ready for, they're not ready for, it could turn into a bad situation. Okay, could turn into a bad situation. And when I come back to this judgment card, I just want to draw a couple of cards on this judgment card because it's in an odd space. Some clarification on this judgment card, please. What's going on in the background for Sagittarius? Yeah, I think it comes back to, it makes a lot of sense now. So you can pretty much have anything you want, and I think it's got something to do with the fact that you're really successful right now. But listen to what your mom might say to you if you find yourself courting something a little dangerous. All right, you can have anything, so choose wisely. Otherwise it's going to be short-lived and break your heart at the end of the day. The Four of Cups is a great card because it's the person's looking at these Three of Cups and all these choices and things like that. In the meantime, the one that's really waiting for you is in the background. So what the Four of Cups are saying is, don't just see the crowd and all the stuff that looks beautiful and glamorous, whatever. Okay, because there might be something in the background that you're missing. So just be careful of your choices, because as I say, you have the power to have anything you want right now, and in that, choose wisely. Thank you, Sagittarius. I hope this helped, and I hope it came at the right time for you. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't make any sense to you, well, leave it. And please like and subscribe to my channel. It would really help. It's a new channel and I need the boost, especially in the beginning. And I'll see you again.